Well, hello everybody. I told you I'd be on here tonight between 6 and 7, and it's about that time. Gotta fix this. Hang on, I'm still working on things. Hello. Okay. I think I got everything set. I take the screens and move them together and do all the shifting and robotic stuff you got to do. I've learned how to edit the other day. I watched a little old kid about 12 years old show me how. So you always learn something off the youth. He was pretty good at it. He went too far advanced for me. I just want to be able to cut out spots and so on and so forth like that. I don't care about splicing in colors, and I do know how to title and and put words in caption and all that other stuff. I just didn't know how to cut pieces of your volume out. You know what I'm saying? But I've learned that, so if I happen to slip and say a bad word, I can cut it out. I'm watching, I forget the name of this thing. I need to turn over pretty soon and watch, see where that hurricane is going. I hope they're all prepared for what's going to hit them. Let's see here. I'm going to start moving down to find the channel that's got the continuous weather on it. Let's see, track that one. See if it's got it on there. Yeah, well, that's just telling Oklahoma. It's partially cloudy. It's really pretty. It's beautiful today. Really, really not bad at all. I moved my table around a little bit, trying to get this thing right out in front of me. So I'll see if that helps. I'll turn it a little bit that way. Because I still have to have my recliner feet up. The doctor don't like me having my feet down. Who we got over there on the sideline? And I have to still get my phone, so ain't that something? Can't read it that far away. I keep raising them back. Hey, it says, hey, Lucky, you have heard anything about Corey? No, I've not heard a thing about Corey. I thought she might let me know. I did send her a message and said I hope she picked a good safe spot. I'm hoping the building that she's in, she moved her fifth wheel inside of a building, and it's supposed to be high enough out of the surge water. But now if it's going to be 10, 12 foot high, I ain't no telling, It's just you and me, baby. Yeah, that ain't no lie. There ain't no very many people here. They show up. They do here, there, and yonder. Come in and out when they want to. Anybody need a link, just let me know. That's the way I look at it. It'll take me a minute, but I haven't sent out very many links in my lifetime. But no, the weather is unpredictable. The idea of it is we've never had a hurricane of this magnitude. Yes, we've had them that was a category 4, this, that, and the other, even a 5. It's just like the last one that dumped so much rain. They had hurricanes like that, but they never had a hurricane. Well, thank you. I'm going to have to get the cell phone up because I ain't going to be able to look at all the people doing it. But no, we've never had some of these major hurricanes. No, this thing as big as Texas, man, it's coming up. It's like huge, humongous. And no, we've never had some. I've got to turn that down. Let's see what the people said. Lucky. Well, thank you very much on that. There is like I said, I am concerned. I've got some friends down there, close friends. I have some relatives in Wauchula, Florida. It's right in the path, man. It's in the path. And it's just one of those things that, we pretty well have got looking for that. We pretty well got to hang in there to find out what's left. I've got so many wires around here. Excuse me for a minute. If I don't plug up this phone charger, I hate it. Okay, let's see. Okay. I wish that they would make plug-ins so you could find them. I'm going to build a couch or a divan, invent one that has plug-ins. They already got them that you plug in your deal and all that stuff. But I'm going to make it here. Well, I guess it's in. Even though it took all my breath to get it in there. But I made it. And I've lost the phone. My daughter said we're ready to upgrade to new phones. I said I don't know where I want a new phone or not. I've got used to running this one, and I don't think I want another one. And all the cords I bought to plug in sort of fits this one. Let's see. We have a lot of friends. Yes, we do have a lot of family and friends in Florida. I haven't heard from Drury. I haven't heard from, let's see, oh hell, my brain went blank. Francis. I heard from Debbie Lynn. I've heard from R.T. Prepper. I've heard from, I didn't have it here, we're talking prior to the storms. And now I haven't heard from anybody. They ain't from the living soul. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm hoping that they're fine. The storm will miss them, or they're hunkered down enough that it ain't going to wipe out everything they've got. I seen what happened to Texas. It flooded down there and ruined everything. I mean, if you got furniture, this, that, the other, the mold, the rot, I mean, you cannot save anything. It's just ruined. The mud that comes in within surges, I mean, it's just astronomical. It'll ruin everything you've got. So my bets on that, put a lot of clothes in vacuum sealed bags. You should have had them on stock. Could be in a prepper, I do. Our garbage bags, triple line garbage bags will keep the water and mud out. Even if it gets a little damp, you can take the clothes and wash them. It's not got that silty mud and wastewater pollution on your clothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm getting at. Always try to be prepared with things you've got around the house. Plastic, rolls of plastic, heavy line plastic. If it blows out a window or whatever, when you go back, you can at least seal it off with heavy line plastic to keep the weather out till you get a window pane ordered or whatever. Because it's not going to like, oh, I'll just call them up, they'll be here tomorrow. No, that'd be just minor stuff. You know, you could have rolls of plastic. You could staple it down on the top of your house, canvas, tarping to keep the water, the rain, and further damage, especially if you're in an area. Coming back, you're like I said, the ones that's left, they're safe, but they won't be immediately let back in the area. So if it keeps on raining, this, that, and the other, it could be what they've got could be ruined by secondary rains and stuff like that. So, I mean, let's pray for them that everything works out all right. Like I said, I've been watching the news. I got up, I went to bed about 3:30 this morning. I stayed up about my 3:38, 3:40. My live stream was going to go off in about 25 minutes. So I just went ahead and stayed up another 25 minutes checking everybody else's channels out, watching a little bit of the news, went to bed, got up about, I don't know, 10:30, 11 o'clock, watched the news a little bit, and then laid back down for a couple of hours because I was going to be up a little bit tonight. And So I've off and on. It's hugging the coastline of Florida. I mean, not Florida, but the coastline of Cuba. The longer it hangs on to that Cuba before it makes that turn, determines where it's going to hit. Now, if hey, and nobody saw this. If it hangs on to the end of Cuba, then makes that turn, that sucker's going to hit Mississippi and Louisiana. I mean, Florida's going to get the outskirt of it, but it'll be heading right there for Mobile, Alabama. Yeah, now, what am I guessing about? Depends on how fast it turns back. Now it's moving 11 instead of 16 mile an hour. It's moving 11 mile an hour. So it could get over somewhere and just stall out. At 20 some odd inches of rain an hour, you're going to be flooded. And plus, what was it, 9 to 12 foot? It's going to be hit at shore on high tide, so it'll be 9 to 12 foot surge, which is what they call a fast flood. It just comes, pushes right on in from the coast, brings the ocean up to your front door and in your house. That's what it's going to do, depending on where you're at. So I hope everybody's down there is well protected and well safe. I'm going to go try to find me another channel with telling me a little bit more about it. Okay, let's see here. They just wants to tell me sports. I don't care about sports. Let's see here. Not to this time, anyway. I want to hear about the flooding. It's hitting some areas. That's not more sports. I got so many sports channels. It's under. Yep, it's still sports. I guess we'll have to wait a few minutes till the other news comes on. I've scanned the internet, and let's see here. Yes, that's right. They couldn't leave because they had no gas. They even brought gas in by tankers, and they was police escorted, but that finally quickly run out. My thing about something like that, if you ain't got a little gas stored up, now, these modern cars, what do they take? 10, 12, 15 gallons of gas tops? 10 gallons of gas would have took you, that's 2 5-gallon buckets. That would have took you out at arm's way where they wouldn't be sucking out all the gas. You'd at least be further up into Florida or even out of Florida. So there you go. Always be trying to be a little prepared. Let me see what we got here. Yeah, the food's getting low too. I know that's true. And I keep, like I said, 10 ton of food, dry products on hand, plus canned goods and meats, and not even counting that, just things I know that I might need. Because I figure if something hits the fan, basically all my relatives will show up. That's usually what happens. They get real friendly at that time of the year. Let's see. Yes, if I hear from Corey, I will put up a video or even come on live. I hope the internet cell towers don't go down, because that could be months before they get back up. And very few people will have a satellite phone. They're pretty expensive. And the minutes are pretty expensive when you use it. Let's see who else we got down here. Well, thank you. Let me see. Go to their channel. I've been subbing so many people over this. I've already subbed them. I try to sub everybody. Oh, I didn't sub that one. Let's see if you got. Yep. Go back a little bit, Lucky. What the hell? I'll go back and straighten it up again. Now bring it up so I can sub these people. I don't know why I haven't subbed her. Okay. Okay, she's got videos or commentary or something. I'm going to sub them. I don't like to sub anybody that has no content. I mean, it doesn't make no sense. They, They don't have no content. They ain't got nothing for me to watch. That makes it sort of silly. I mean, that's my motto. Ooh, he's got videos. Yeah, I'll sub that person. They got plenty of videos. And if you want to, you can sub me back. If you don't want to, that's all right too. I don't monetize or anything like that. I don't try to get a big following and all this stuff so I can monetize or whatever. I don't have a GoFundMe or a Mooch button or anything else. I always say on my videos, yeah, if you want to give me all your diamonds, gold, jewelry, and money, and I'll give you an address one of these days. But I ain't never given the address yet. Oh, Lord. Well, yeah, I'm doing a lot better. I had a spell here a while back with fluid on my head and stuff, and it's like Alzheimer's, or I couldn't remember stuff too clearly. They got it all straightened out, thank God. I had a spell about 2 or 3 years ago like that too. I have to watch my sugar level because that's always been a problem. But this is what I cooked for supper tonight. I had some real nice little round steaks, about 5 of them, and I had a big crock pot. So what I do is I cut up a bunch of mushrooms and put in there, and a big onion. I cut it up and put it in there. I get 3 or 4 packages of brown gravy mix. Now I know how to make brown gravy, but I'm doing it as simple as I can because I want to get back on the internet and check up with some of the people I watch and all this stuff. So I take 3 or 4 packages of brown gravy mix, and I put it in a little container of water thing that I got, and I shake it up and I pour it in there, and then I turn it on, and it takes about 3 to 4 hours. It cooks the steaks. They're tender. You have brown gravy and mushrooms and onions that you can put on white rice. Everything's done in there. Because we eat late around here. We don't have to sit in there for 2 hours before we decide that we want to eat something. We usually eat about 8 o'clock. And I only had a bowl of cereal. I should go start to say if I had the bowl, but I only had a bowl of cereal, it was a corn flakes with no sugar, and I put half of a banana in it. And I usually let my bananas overripe, and then mine was more of like a 3/4 because I had to cut some off. If it overripes too much, it's sort of bitter and sour. So I cut some of it off that was overripe, and then put that in there, and then I put milk in there, sweet milk, and I believe that's enough sugar and sweets for you. They're saying something about it. Let's see what we got here.
Florida is starting to feel the effects of Irma.
They're starting to feel the effects.
Over Cuba. Now, those along the Gulf Coast are in the storm's crosshairs.
Oh, they're still boarding up. I mean, come on, people. You had 4 or 5 days. Board up. If me, I would buy steel shutters. I live in Florida. I'd buy steel shutters that's reusable for 100 years. And I would make sandbags, or I'd keep that on hand. I'd be prepared. I mean, you're not going to keep everything out, but you could put steel shutters with a vacuum seal on it that would actually would be like a rubber seal around the shutters, that you could seal off quite a bit of water from coming in. But you know how that goes. We'll wait and see. People are bringing their dogs in the shelters. Baby, I think, is in labor. She's not being able to jump very much today. The baby's puppies on the side of their belly, not a big old belly, you can't feel them here no more. They're sort of lined up with the birth canal. I know a little bit about science. I raised a lot of hogs, chickens, dogs, and cattle. But I don't know. I think she's going to have about 3. I'm pretty well guessing she could have 10 for all I know. I ain't no damn doctor. And that vet wasn't a very damn good vet, telling me she was already spaded, because I took her in when I got her. So you know how that shit went. But anyway, I would like to probably keep one of the pups, because in case something happens to either one of these, you get attached to them. That's what happens to them. Or he's called the little old man. He's about 5 or 6 years old. They say they live about 19 years, so we'll see. 10, let's see. Anywhere from 10, 12, 15, 16 years, so we'll give it a shot. Yeah, I've been doing fine. Boy, they got the Red Cross is in place in Georgia. Let's see what else. The neighboring states are gearing up because they're going to come in there and help. That's what they'll do. We sent a bunch of people to Texas, electricians and first responders. When I worked for the government, we were the first responders. We was our hazmat, and the fire department was in that local little area that we lived in or worked in or the plant was in. They wouldn't show up during a fire. They had to call us because we had the equipment and the geared up for the chemicals that was in there. Let's put it that way. And we were the employees were the first responders. You know, so basically they roped off the area and waited for us to get there. And of course, the plant was manned 24/7, so there was always somebody there, and sometimes quite a few people there. Let's see what else is going to say about this storm.
Conditions go downhill from Key West to Miami and eventually up the west coast of Florida. Catastrophic damage for them as this will likely.
Yep, it's going to be catastrophic. It's hard to spit out them words without your teeth. I quit wearing teeth a long time ago. I only wear them when on funerals or weddings and that shit. I get them out and polish them up and put them in my mouth. Now they're talking about this cop rapist of all people. I guess how many people got watched? We got 4. We went down a certain amount. Okay. Let's see what else we got out here in the la world. I got 2 or 3 other friends are going live. Let's see how many people he's got watching. He's going to hear that. Nobody's watching tonight, really. He ain't got very many. I don't know what they're talking about. But I thought this hurricane would make a good subject. And besides that, if you got friends and relatives and whatever, they might be able to run by this and somebody was tuned in, they might make a comment on the side or whatever, or get on screen and tell us what's hitting. You know what I'm saying? Giving them the opportunity to see a familiar face or a familiar comment. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they want to relay a message to somebody, their aunt, uncle, grandparents, saying we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to have some kind of communication up. They might not be able to get out on a cell phone call, but somebody might have a computer up and watching this hangout, and they just walk by and say, "Hey, would you post so and so's doing fine?" You know what I'm saying? They don't even have to give their real name; they'll give their channel's name. You know, a lot of people knows their channel. You know, especially if you sub to it and this, that, and the other, and watch it on a regular basis. I hope there ain't very many deaths. That's what I'm hoping. I know there's going to be a few casualties, and you know, but just like I said, I hope that people have been prepared enough that they won't lose a loss of life. I'm going to get me some steaks going here pretty soon. I'll show you what my food looks like after I cook it. I like crock pot cooking myself. I know how to cook beans, just about everything in it. I cook a steak in it. Right, I cooked steak in it today. Them little round steaks, onions, mushrooms, brown gravy. Cooked a big pot of rice. That don't take no time to cook rice. I use that 3-minute rice or whatever the hell you want to call it. Oh, I could use regular rice, but your short grain rice, that sticky rice, always rinse it off first. Let it set, and then pour the water off, and then boil water and then throw it in it. It makes it. I like to get rid of that sticky shit. I don't like too much sticky, right? It works great if you're making sushi or something. What is this now? Severe crimes. I guess people are looting and shit down there. Too late now. Let's see what we got here. The hell is this? Well, my goodness. I've been watching some canning shows. I do watch them can. Well, I go 3 and 4, so I guess they're bouncing back between one channel and another. The zoos are saying something about the zoos.
They condemn the animals being transported that way after they say 3 cubs died during the last trip.
Oh, the transporter animal. Ooh, earthquake in Mexico. Oh, Mexico.
At least 61 people have died following that 8-point.
61 people died. That 8-point. I don't know what it was. So we're having some disasters all over the world right now. They're pretty bad.
Pounding the pavement across the country. Up next, why a member of the Marines is stopping in Oklahoma City to talk about her mission.
Got a cross-country jogger. She's going to have a message for the Oklahoma people, or her cause that she's running for. I guess I could send out some messages, invites. I've been trying to see if anybody that's got another hangout going. I think I've subscribed to so many of them. I'm reading fried rice. Don't think so. This is a guy that lives down there in Florida. Basically, he's homeless, living in a van or a minivan. That's more or less what I call it. He don't even know how serious it is down there. I watched this video today, unless it was predated. He's just stumbling along, thinking everything's fine. Well, I'm telling you, everything ain't too fine. There's some more warnings going up. I watch the news channels too, on minute-to-minute news. Oh, let's set this over here, let it charge. I was watching some stuff earlier today, and apparently their predictions more widely spread from barely hugging the coast to being right over the Florida to everything else. But it's gone far enough now, following that Cuba line, that if it turns back, it'll just barely touch the Florida key. Not the Keys; they're going to run right over them, but the Everglades. So they was hoping for that 20-mile barrier to help. Any way they look at it, it's going to be catastrophic on replacement of furniture, houses, buildings, businesses, people. I mean, you got to have the infrastructure going, water, electricity, so on and so forth, before people can come back and stay on a permanent basis. But one thing about Florida, and I live there, a lot of the electrical stuff is underground in Florida. It's not above ground. All they're talking about is Oklahoma problems. We got enough problems. But we ain't got no hurricanes. We got tornadoes. Oh, woman's running across country. I think I'll get me some steak and eat it. Show you what I cooked. It's pretty good. It's quick. It's easy. It don't take a lot of work. I don't like a lot of work. Lord, I'm telling you. Oh, I'm still tired from last night. I will be back. I'm going to show you what I cooked to see if you guys. I'll give you the recipe. I'll raise up. That takes 5 minutes. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Get my headset going here. This is what I made. I don't know where that's going to do it. I'm just going to get my pork out of here. This is rice with mushrooms and gravy, and this is my steak. And it's pretty good. All done in a crock pot, except the rice, and it's done in the pan. I haven't bought me a rice cooker yet. I probably got one somewhere. I just ain't run it down yet. But and see, it's just so tender. You just pick it off with your fork. Get a little bit much. I mean, it's pretty good. And then cheap round steaks are really reasonable. They're not $6 to $8 a package for 2 or 3 of them. I mean, they're not bad. I put 5 in there. I think 2 packages. We're talking about this. Here it comes. It's going to miss it for Everglades. It's going to go to Fort Myer and hit where the eyeballs will be.
Southwest Florida will feel the brunt of Hurricane Irma.
Hitting the panhandle. Going to curve right into that panhandle. It's still hugging the coast. It started making its move, though, off of the Cuba coast. So, things like this you could cook up too and freeze or chill or whatever and put them up. Once you cook this like this, everything, rice will keep for days. The meat will keep for 3 days, even out of the refrigerator, as long as it's cool. It's already been cooked. Mushrooms. Baby, you don't get none of these stuff. I bought you a special diet the vet said to feed you while you're pregnant. She still gets food, like bacon. I had bacon the other day, and I gave her a bunch of bacon. She likes bacon. Boy, this is good. Guess I was hungry. I didn't know it. I ate that cereal early this morning. I mean, I was so busy I didn't eat lunch. So, and so now I'm eating a supper. And I always cook too much. I cook 5 steaks for me and my daughter, and we only eat about 1 apiece. But she takes some to work with it. Well, who we got out there? Thanks for dropping by. Well, hi, Dave. Now you guys can sub him. He's pretty good. You guys feel free to sub anybody on this panel, on the sidebar. You're welcome to come on the panel, Dave. I believe he's in England. I guess you ain't supposed to eat in front of somebody, but it's like going to a restaurant with 4 or 5 people. You don't eat in front of none of them. That sort of don't make no sense. You're not getting any of this. You can step there and look at me all day long. I don't care. I like cooked onions. I always have. I cook onions and mushrooms. Sometimes I'll put them sweet peppers in there, but I didn't do it tonight. What else is going on here? I don't know what's wrong with my There he goes. Well, thank you. It is not bad. Basically, these steaks and stuff, if they're thick enough, within about 3/4 inch thick, you can use them just like a roast. And I like steak cooked on a grill, but I want it done, and then it's usually too tough. I don't like medium rare or rare. I don't like none of that crap. I want my stuff done good. In case it's got any pathogens in it, I don't want to eat nothing that's got some kind of pathogen or something in it. And a lot of times you don't know how the meat was handled. I mean, did they throw it on the floor 6, 10, 12 times before they ever decide to cut it up and put it on your plate? At least cooking it thorough done kills all the bacteria that might have been on it. Oh. Well, I guess they're waiting for the aftermath so they can show us all the destruction and damage. I believe I would start going around if I was news for see the ones that stayed and see how well they are prepared. You might be able to talk them minds into leaving. And sometimes they overblow things. I don't think they're overblowing this one. I think this one's going to be something else. Who we got there? Stardust. Glad you're back. I would be a prepper or a bug out or whatever. I would be if I lived in a place like that. It gets hurricanes. It's just like the tornadoes. We buy tornado shelters here. We stock our tornado shelters, so on and so forth. Well, if I lived there, I would build me, I'd build me at least a 3-story cement structure, rebar in the whole 9 yards. It couldn't be bowed away and get me up out of the flood. Even if it was just a 10 by 10 room, 3 stories high. You see what I'm saying? I definitely wouldn't put nothing on much on the bottom storage. If it did, what I put on there, if something that flooded, it wouldn't hurt it. I mean, most generally, it ain't going to surge in past 3 stories high. But every year it's getting worse. Somebody said the other day, you would believe we're in the end times? Well, it's the end times for some of them. They die because of the flood or whatever, I'm doing fine, thank you. If they get drowned or killed because of the hurricane, well, their time was up. Yeah, they were in the end days. The end days are theirs. That's what I'm saying. And there's no way you can hold back the Atlantic Ocean. My God, what do people think about? Ori, hush. Debbie, this is pretty good. I eat this some. Yeah, they're taking that system that they built up that river that's going to hold back that surge. Because they don't want that water to get on the backside of that dike. Might be too late. Might be too late. How many people are on this panel or over there watching this preppers? Or at least semi-preppers. That's what I am, really a semi-prepper. Oh, I try to prep for a pandemic, a nuclear explosion, all that shit. I ain't saying it's a zombie apocalypse. I think if it gets real bad, I don't think that zombie apocalypse is going to help you much. It'll depend on luck and what you provided. If you plan on rebuilding this population. This here is a prepper's, I want to say a prepper's dream, but that ain't what it is. It's a prepper's chance to show people that they prepped. They was prepared. Even if it's just getting out of town. A lot of them didn't even prepare enough to get out of town. They waited till they run out of gas before they even wanted to go buy something to leave. That's poor planning. Because they slim down your options. You do not slim down your options. You make sure you have plenty of options. But that might be the part that saves your life, is them options. That's true. You imagine all them cars that's going to be ruined. They'll be on the market at a real good discount because they saved it. So that's what I'm saying. I'll be like saying, man, give me the Carfax. Oh, well. What can I say? And since I use packaged gravy on this, I don't put no salt on my meat. I put a little black pepper, no salt. Usually packaged gravy or whatever is always got too much sodium in it, which is salt anyway. Nope, shouldn't tell them how to cook. I lost one. Oh, well. Next time we have a tornado here, I'm going to drive around and show you all the damage what a tornado could do versus a hurricane. They're completely different animals. We had the highest wind on record was in Moore, Oklahoma, not very far from me. I think it was 319 miles an hour or something like that. And they're only having to face 150 mile an hour winds, but it's bringing a wall of water. 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 It's bringing a wall of Them doors you got will crush like matchsticks.
Coast are in the storm's crosshairs. Ken Ward and his friends are scrambling to save his business in Tampa.
Yeah, that's Tampa. Tampa's in the crosshairs. I know 2 people that lives by Tampa. And I hope they left. Well, I know one of them ain't. They're going to ride it out. They said it'd be all right if they don't get 4 foot of water. Well, they might get deeper than 4 foot of water.
To drive back home, creating reverse traffic jams. Officials here in Miami are warning residents they're still very much in danger.
It's 9 plus.
Residents are becoming more anxious by the hour.
Well, all of us got friends down there. And my daughter. Oh, we're talking about people that's got house flood insurance. And so many people do not have flood insurance because it's like a government program, especially if you live in a low-lying area like that. And as many times as you're hit or flooded, it makes your insurance go up, especially if you make a claim. Look at this.
Tonight, we've learned Trust and Sylvia Robinson have made it to the Dominican Republic. Well, they flew out this morning and
they made it to the Dominican Republic, but it's been hit there too.
And we should tell you, Trust and Sylvia are expected to finally return home Monday. This couple actually survived the tornado that went through Moore back in 2013.
Yeah, 2013. Now they're trapped in a hurricane down south. Don't look good for them people.
Northwest into British Columbia. If you've noticed here this week, we've seen clear skies, but a little bit of that haziness towards the sky, especially mornings and sunsets. A little bit of that red and orange. That's some smoke coming in from those big fires in the Pacific Northwest and British Columbia.
Yeah. Yeah, we got fire smoke coming from British Columbia. Oh. Anybody out there got something to express? Try to keep it clean, please. I eat this, I'm gonna be full. If I can eat it all. You know, the news don't have a damn thing to say about something good. It's always bad and tremendous and horrible. I wonder what this is.
Only in the Court of Appeals, but also in the Court of Public Perception. Law enforcement officers and exonerees were among the crowd that gathered Saturday morning in Enid to raise awareness about the Daniel Holtzclaw case.
News, more of it. Wish somebody from Florida would see this and check in. Craziness on television. Well, I'll be on here for a while, trying to see what's going on in the world. So, probably won't be on here as long as I was last night. I'm going to keep a close eye on it. I get any news from any of our mutual friends down there, I'll be sure to post it.
On the scene, on the story in Enid. Chris Gilmore, News 9.
Enid, that's just a little ways from my house. Oh, what's this?
Was found in a nearby ditch. The medical examiner says both died from a gunshot wound to the head and both had methamphetamine in their system.
Yep, methamphetamines. Both of them got shot in the head. Probably drug deal went bad. That's what it looks like. Drugs is drugs. Basically ends up what you portray to others. So therefore you attract that kind of person. What's a lie?
Transfer 19 tigers in a cattle trailer. That's how they were moved from an animal park in Florida back in July. PETA condemned the animals being transported that way after they say 3 cubs died during the last trip.
They're transporting them out of Florida. It's in the way of that hurricane. It transported some taggers in a horse trailer, and 3 of them died. 3 cubs died. I think it was last time it hit or something. Who knows? Well, if I don't attract any more than 1 or 2, I might want to think about my 6-hour hangout or 8-hour hangout. And thank you. I like my meat well done too. What's that raw crap? I ain't into eating blood. That's for sure. I'd eat it all though. So that should say something about it. Baby elephant. They're talking about, I guess, the zoos and stuff.
All my stuff's original.
That memory phone stuff they're talking about it. I guess I'll try to find somewhere else that got some weather on. Well, this is a real old show about Hercules. I guess that's a little bit older. Okay, here we go. What is this? No, not. Still on football. Hell, I don't know. I beat it all. Guess so. There I am, so full I can't even move. You know, I think I'm going to have him check my thyroids. That wasn't much of a supper. I mean, it was just one piece of meat and a little handful of rice and some mushrooms and stuff. So it could be my thyroid needs changed. Because I had that in a bowl of cereal. That's all I had today. So, who knows? Lord help us. Let's see what else we got out there. Somebody was a big winner on one of my channels. What's that? No. I wonder. Oh, they're live. I guess there are. There's two people live that I know, and I have a third one here in a minute. No. That's all. Let's see. Let's see. Check it out. Let's read the sidebar. I've got the stuff turned off. Oh, they're telling you how to get more views and all this on that other channel. No, I don't care. They got a lot of people watching it though. And this one. Let's see what it says. Okay. Well, they're taking no comments on their side. They're not answering comments. They're just telling you they're already out of Florida. They're in Georgia or somewhere. So that's what they're doing. They're not taking any side chatter. So I like a little commentary on the side. And then this one here, it's probably all commentary on the side. Yep, they're not saying anything. They're just using commentary on the side. A lot of people are talking about this hurricane. This is one. You thought that solar eclipse was one in 178 years. Well, this is one of them hurricanes that in people ain't had in 200 years. Yeah, it's going to be a biggie. So I mean, there are more people should be watching this than they did the eclipse. Paying $10,000 a room, which is, I think, ridiculous. I think if you've seen one eclipse, you see them all, and they have one every 18 months somewhere in the world. Oh, well, I don't want this. I don't want to watch sports. I want to watch the latest news about the hurricane, but it ain't really hit yet. Wait till it hits. It'll be all over this news media. That's what it'll be. It'll be all over this news media. You won't be shutting it up. It'll be during prime time, untime, and everything else time.
A lot of warm water and a lot less friction.
Okay, the water's 91 degrees or 81 degrees, 89 degrees.
The past week, 7 days now with a hurricane, and for its entirety, everything that a hurricane could want, it has had in order to get to this stage to become a 175 mile per hour, 85 mile per hour sustained wind. It had all of that environment available to it, and pretty much until the last 24 hours, the environment was.
It's still showing, going pretty well right on up into Georgia and right on up into Tennessee, I think. We haven't seen anything from Cuba. I guess because it's a communist country. I guess it's not going to give us any information on how bad it got hit. Yep. There's people got friends in Cuba too. Actually, down around Miami, there's a lot of people that's got relatives in Cuba. So who knows nowadays? Oklahoma 82, 62 tonight, 63 tonight Fahrenheit. Tomorrow, 82 degrees. That'd be great camping weather. And my dog's gonna have puppies, so I can't go nowhere. I'm stuck at the house. That's what I'm saying. I'm stuck. I've been eating on this for about 3 or 4 days. That's what I've been doing, eating on them for 3 or 4 days. Baby's going scabbing around see if she can find any food. I'm gonna see if I get any bit more build up on the inside. I'm gonna start inviting people in. I mean, there's nothing we can know till it hits. If where it has hit, man, it's wiped it out. I mean, there's some islands ain't got nothing but sand on it now. And it took everything off with it. Buildings, palm trees, everything. That's just sand. Gonna be by Friday of next week. It's gonna be 91. So it's gonna get a little warmer. That'll bring that heat up in that Gulf with that next hurricane coming. I think it's passing right now the islands of the Caribbean. Well, their chat went live and then died after 2 or 3 people. Let me see what they said.
Diving resort was kind of weird, pulling in like scuba stuff everywhere, and it's underwater cave diving. And a ton of our
Oh man, it took bad of a boat and it ain't hit it yet. It will though. What they should have done is took that boat and went the way to which way I'd have went up towards New York, than me. That's where I'd have went. Followed that coast of Florida right on up. Well, did you enjoy that? You enjoy supper? I guess you did. His house is so damn big, if you don't scream at you, they can't hear you in the first time. You can tell that she went by. That's what he does. He barks every time she moves. Poor thing. She said she hates her dog. I said, I don't understand that. He just keep an eye on you. Yeah. I have got so much on this. Why would you want a top secret mail call? What the hell are you doing? Greenhouse and garden. I don't know what the hell that's that. I keep it charged. I'm trying to charge up these phones and keep it charged completely up. It and tablets and stuff. I don't know why, but I do keep everything charged up pretty well full. Just a habit I got into. That's all it is. Just getting in a habit. Oh, I'll tell you, they showing some of these pictures of the Caribbean and stuff down there. I mean, it's wiped it out.
However, we're going to get to that in just moments with the latest on Irma, some of the destruction in the U.S. Virgin Islands that we did see.
U.S. Virgin Islands took a hit bad.
Sunday, as those will be felt, though they have have already begun to be felt on this weekend on Saturday across especially central South Florida. It's going to be all of Florida with hurricane conditions expected throughout the second half of the weekend. Sunday night's going to go from storm surge to heavy rainfall, the threat of isolated tornadoes, of course, the heaviest core.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, spinning off them tornadoes, because them suckers can jump 2 or 3 states and spin out. Yep. So you might be surprised. You wake up and see one of them funnels coming at your house, and you don't even live in Florida. Well, baby's sitting there, poor little thing, little fat thing. I'm not going to keep it on too long tonight because I'm a little tired. I stayed up late last night. I'm waiting for some more people to come on and see if it wants to get more active. If it don't, oh well. But it's getting...
Irma hasn't just taken that straight shot through the Gulf of Mexico. We have this big area of high pressure that not only extends here across Texas and Oklahoma, this thing heads all the way up to Maine. So it's a pretty large area of high pressure, both at the surface.
Well, that'll push to keep it out of high pressure states, because the hurricane's a low pressure system, not a high pressure system. It'll keep the high pressure will keep it pushed off out of the Gulf, more or less, and it'll sure keep it in that damn Florida area.
A nice day, mostly sunny, comfortable temperatures, warm at times with that sun. We'll start to see some clouds increase.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go. I believe we're just taking to the same people. We got me and one's other person, so. I enjoyed talking to you. Glad it didn't run. It's not run as long as it probably would have, but I've enjoyed it. If there's any more bad stuff or whatever coming on up, I will let you guys know, and I will get back online if I hear anything from any of the body people down there. You guys take care. Have that great day. And remember, be prepared as much as you can be for anything, because you can't be prepared 100%. But at least you can be prepared for some of it. Take care.